Today, I'm going to show you how to remove a rusted bleeder screw without heat. After replacing all the hard lines on my F350, it came time to bleed the brakes. And like everything else on this truck, the bleeders were very rusty and very stuck. The first thing that we're going to do is find something to stick into the bleeder. This is going to prevent the bleeder from snapping, at least to a certain degree. Some people suggest using a nail that's a little bit larger than the bleeder and then hammering it in. I ended up using a coat hanger that I had laying around, but it was probably too small. I would definitely recommend using something that's a snug fit. We're going to soak this bleeder in whatever penetrating fluid you prefer. I'm using some PB Blaster here. The penetrating fluid is going to help by soaking into the threads, which is going to give us the best chance of removing this in one piece. Starting off with a 1/4 inch ratchet, I'm going to tighten and loosen the bleeder. And even if it doesn't move, I'm just going to keep on switching directions. Getting it to move without snapping or rounding the bleeder is by far the hardest part. I did this for a while with the 1/4 inch ratchet, but it wasn't working out. So I ended up moving on to a bigger ratchet, and that extra leverage was enough to get slight movement. But I wouldn't recommend using a 1/2 inch on this unless it's absolutely necessary, due to the possibility of snapping the bleeder clean off. To avoid that, even with the smaller ratchets, try to keep the head as straight as possible. You'll see that I'm using my free hand to try to brace the head and stop it from going sideways. So with that slight movement, I'm going to add some more penetrating fluid onto the bleeder. Now to fully remove the bleeder, you're going to have to work it tight and loose for a while. This is going to clear out some of the rust in the threads. If the bleeder starts to bind, stop and tighten it back up. I was able to get the whole bleeder out and replace it with a new one. When you have a bleeder that's this stuck, it's worth just replacing it. I'll have a link down below to the assortment pack that I'm using here. With that being said, sometimes this method does fall short. It took me 20 minutes to remove the first bleeder. I repeated the same exact steps on the other side with no luck. So I ended up using a jack handle on the end of my ratchet, and what do you know? I ended up making things a lot worse. Sometimes these bleeders are too far gone, but I've had a lot of luck removing bleeders this way. It's worked for me a lot more times than it hasn't. So I hope this helps you guys out.